Okay, before I get this tire off, I wanted to kind of show how this is sitting in here. I don't know if you can see that. That hydraulic line is literally rubbing on the tire. Why on earth would a dealer install like this? I'm very confused. But we'll get the tire off and get this thing rerouted so it'll last more than, you know, a couple weeks. Stick with us. Okay, so here you can see the hose coming from back there. They zip tied it to this stainless line, and then again up here, and it basically pushed it so it's rubbing against the tire. So I understand they have extra slack, but I think we might come through this gap where the other ones, the stainless lines, run, and see if we can't go that way instead. Because the way it's going now, it's like just asking to be rubbed on the tire. Okay, so now I have it rerouted. Come up over this one, then it goes through a channel behind here, and then I rerouted it a little bit different up here also. Came on the other side of those stainless steel lines there too, so I have to zip tie it up yet, but I think we'll be in better shape. Okay, I think this is a lot better. So right here is where it starts. Kind of looped it a little bit up in here where it don't really matter. Nothing there to rub on it. Then zip tied right here. Zip tied right here. Zip tied right here. Zip tied right there, right before it goes up in the channel. Underneath the wheel well, which is a better way to do it, in my opinion. Then we come up, zip tie to the stainless there, and then hook up. I think that will be a much better routing for this. So we'll get the tire back on. Okay, let's talk a little bit about how this third function works. So right here, there's a solenoid, and it's what they call electric over hydraulic. So anytime a tractor is running, the hydraulics are pumping, and instead of pumping through just a recirc, it comes up here and back instead of just going through a recirc line. Well, then you can electronically utilize that hydraulic flow to run a third function and like a grapple. So all tractors with hydraulics have a recirc, so when it's running idle, you're not using any of the hydraulics, it's still pumping it. It's got someplace to go. So this is just tapping in on that, so you could use it. It's still pumping through there all the time, but until I run these triggers, you can hear that click. That's opening and closing the solenoid in here, which directs flow up to the front, up to here, and then into your coupler. Now, if you don't have a third function or anything on there, or if this is detached there even, it doesn't matter because it flows in and back out of this block right here. So that's why it's very important to get the hoses for this put in a place where if that hose breaks, the tractor's running, it's going to be dumping hydraulic the whole time because it's pumping it up here and back to the reservoir constantly if the tractor's running. So a pretty important loop. Normally underneath the seat here and everything, there's just a little hard pipe that runs from one to the other, and you tap into that. I think some people refer to it as the power beyond. You use that if you have a backhoe on your tractor, but I don't have a backhoe. But that's where then you'd have some hydraulic points back here for it. Well, we moved on to the next phase. All my pretty much all the firewood I cut last year is ready to be sold. So, time to get some stands built. Storm and I, my son, we built this one out of some pallets and some 4x4s. So I had to buy some 4x4s. I didn't have any, but I did have pallets and I did have the 2x4s. So basically, it's 2 pallets and then braced with the 4x4 and a 2x4 in the bottom here. And then up at the top, it's a pallet, and then we put a 4x4 up in there to kind of put a peak in the roof, and then have some leftover steel from when my brother did his shed and put a roof on it. So we're figuring we could probably fit 32 bundles, the 1 cubic foot bundles, into here. And then I ordered this. It's like a mailbox, lockable cash box or whatever on the side here, and a person can lift and put money in, and then I have a key to open it up, as everybody calls it on the other channels, the ATM, wood stand ATM. So yeah, we just threw a little barn paint on there, just did one coat, but I think it looks all right, you know, for a firewood stand. It's white, so it should stand out. I laser engraved the sign. We'll do 1 cubic foot bundles wrapped in the stretch wrap. So thanks everybody for stopping and watching my video today. Give it a like, give it a subscribe, and tell your friends. Till next time, be safe, brothers and sisters.